What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemon, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect...
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, over 820 episodes of professionalized wrestling chat here. I'm Matt Sorgatron, Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter, here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with new headphones, so I don't know how loud I'm talking. I need to turn that up again. Give me some more of my headphones! I'm the producer. I'm yelling at myself. We have with us from Beacon, New York. He is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
I have no snare in my headphones.
No snare in your headphones. Yeah, it feels like these headphones don't have any bass to them, so I just feel like so tinny right now, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, is this my voice, or is it... Oh, no, somebody ran by the window. The dog says, no! No! Referee George, calm him down. Referee George Ross has joined us. Yes, give him the pets. Give him the pets.
All of the pets.
All of the pets. Do I need to give a wide shot so we can see the dog?
You might as well.
All right. I might as well. All right. Full on.
All night, brother.
There you go.
Aww.
Full on
Yeah.
doggy shot. Full on doggy shot.
Yeah.
We'll just leave that there for a while until he decides to move somewhere else at least. George, how you doing?
Good, Sorg. How
Man,
are you?
I've been to Detroit and I didn't even see you. It's weird. I saw Josh.
Well, Josh worked the show. I thought he didn't work Detroit.
Oh, well, yeah, but he worked. He was a referee. He was going to be a referee, but then there were too many referees, but they needed a ring announcer. So I got to see ring announcer Josh.
Josh Rung announced it?
Yeah,
oh, my
Josh
goodness.
Mann.
I've only heard of this.
Yeah, I witnessed it all night on a fight
Oh,
pay-per-view.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was better. Listen, two things. He was very good. They did in-ring announcements for every match, and he did not fall out of the ring like the guy on Saturday.
Well, if if we want to go back
where
in
you at? There you
time,
are.
canon, Refs with Rigatoni,
Mm-hmm.
Josh, gave us several anecdotes about how he started as a ring announcer.
I forgot about that.
Doing his internet shows for Black Diamond Wrestling.
Well, it was nice because, as I was saying, it was nice to see a familiar face. Like, there's familiar faces on those shows, but not a, like, hey, man, I just worked with you last weekend faces that, from the area, So, but anyways, no, thank you for joining us. I was kind of last week. I think I hit you up like Sunday or something. Realized, oh, no, we didn't book anybody. I thought I had somebody tagged for this week, and I forgot. So that's next week. We have a special guest. But you are the specialist for jumping in here. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Are we going to talk about deathmatch wrestling in Detroit and what's going on with you lately?
I mean, we can talk about everything.
Okay, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into some stuff here after we kick off the show. And, of course, if you're joining us out there in the social media land, thank you so much. I don't think I shared the show yet. Let's put that out there, huh? And if you are listening, please share the show wherever you might be. We are streaming a lot of things. You can check out WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can hit us up at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow. Let's try that again. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0, at Mayhem Show on the Twitter, and we have a Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group with a lot of great discussion going on over there. Jeez, I'm so burpy right now. It's that pizza. We'll
Full
talk
of
about
hot
that later.
air.
Full of hot air and pepperoni pizza. And of course, we're here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live. I guess a programming note, in 2 weeks we will not be live. We are working on a replacement show for that because I'm taking a vacation in San Diego. Well, I happen to be working on the West Coast, so I have 3 days between my gigs. So I'm going to San Diego and visit some friends, including a one very, very old. No, she's not old, but I mean, a longtime friend of the show. Longtime friend of the show. I'm going to go see because I left town when she came in town last month. So, anyways. And also, thank you to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. As long as Patreon is going to still be around, I understand there was some news. So,
real? What? No,
they
And
laid
if
off.
not, we will be moving to OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, I am not a. Are you ready for OnlyFans? Are you ready for the OnlyFans Wrestling Mayhem Show?
Hold on. There we go.
Oh, there you go. All right. Hold on, let me low neck this thing. Hold on. Well, George, take your shirt off.
I mean, no, this is a Bruno Sammartino shirt. It's appropriate for Pittsburgh.
That is true.
wrestling
That is
talks.
true. Right, he's showing a lot of chesticle there. There he goes. Hey man, I've been working out. I'm going to bring the sexy. I'm preparing for this OnlyFans situation.
What's louder, the chesticles or the shirt?
I don't know. Yeah, you got a lot of color going on there.
It's a Macho Man shirt.
Okay, that's awesome. I was wondering what it was.
It's all
Okay,
Macho Man design.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, the zoom compression made it just look like
It reminded me of like the shirt from Rocco's Modern Life for some reason.
a little bit, yeah. But anyway,
if anyone's curious, it's on a site called Roosevelt's. They have
Roosevelt's.
a shirt.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it.
I also got a sleeveless button-down shirt on there, but it looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's vest. So if we do have to move to OnlyFans, that's what I will be doing the show with.
Oh, we are on it. We are on it. Let's do that.
It's a pretty great shirt.
Anyways, thank you to our Patreon supporters. Bo Diggity!
Woo!
He's at the fan of the show level with our friends Ed Burke, Team Hammerfist, and Bobby FJ Town. At the Poppy Club level is Dave Bonner. At the Pizza Club level is Doc Remedy and The Riz as well. At the manager level is Bradley and the Mother of Dragons, Tina. Thank you so much, everybody that does support the show. You can too at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So let's get into it. We have a visual gag that I accidentally showed earlier. Mike, you shared this. Oh no, it went away. Hold on a second. Twitter's so confusing on here. There it is. So this image came up, and you tagged it for a talking point for tonight. Explain what we're looking at here.
That's an old picture of the Bloodline.
Okay.
You know, just all together because they've always been together.
Okay.
Since they were children.
Okay.
In the front, that is the head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
In the back, that's the Usos. I can't tell you which one's which. I'm sorry, they are identical.
Mm-hmm.
With the longer hair, the Solo Sikoa, and obviously the fifth member of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a family portrait.
It doesn't appear like.
And if you're asking where Paul Heyman was, he took the picture.
Okay. There you go. That's nice. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were talking about last night about how Sammy was talking to his daddy Rikishi on Twitter the other day, right? So, I caught him drinking.
Things like that are why I did have a Twitter sometimes.
You're missing out. You're missing out for sure.
Honestly, just make a burner Twitter account and just follow Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Really, all you need.
Yes, and Wicked
and Bailey Bailey.
and Wicked. He has a Twitter account too.
Yes, excellent.
Yes. I haven't tweeted for a while. I should log in there and just retweet all my pictures of them. Anyways,
but I was also thinking maybe we could just like mess around and figure out what kind of boy band name they would all.
What would your boy band? All for Oos? Oos together now?
Oh, I like All for Oos.
All for Oos? Okay.
All
right.
for Oos is pretty good. I was gonna say Samo Town.
Oh, okay. That's going somewhere. I mean, and remember, and it's also the number 4. So he's
maybe the Lonely Island of Relevancy.
Yeah, the Lonely Island of Relevancy. The dog is going to bark every time somebody walks by. I should close these windows. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know, George. You got any calls on that?
Oh, on Sami Zayn's always, that picture clearly shows, as clear as day as Ezekiel is Elias's brother, that Sami Zayn has always clearly been in the bloodline.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and honestly, who's to say that Paul Heyman didn't try to get in that photo, but didn't beef it trying to get over when he set the flash timer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're very tricky. Very, very,
yeah, you know, because that had to be from like 2000 or something. Like that's, you know, it's not nearly as cool of a background as say from like the early 90s.
The ones that did the timer were definitely the engineers in my family when they did the family photo, right? You know, and there's the run across and looked like you were actually standing there. Yeah, you know, don't trip over a kid.
One time we did family photos in jean jackets. And I'm still traumatized.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm still traumatized by this day of how we all had to do Canadian tuxedos.
Sorry. This
Oh, they could also be called Oos Kids on the Block.
All right, writing that one down. Goose Kids on the Block.
Boo.
All right. Wicked does not approve. Wicked definitely doesn't approve.
That's fair.
So,
All for Oos is pretty good, though, Sork. all for Oos, I really, really like that one.
All for Oos. Oos for all. I don't know which way we want to go with that.
No, All for Oos, because
Okay.
there's a band called All for One.
Well, yeah, that's where I got it from. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know, but not.
Oh,
but not...
I remember All for One now. I can't remember what
Yeah,
the
there
song
it
is, but I definitely had the tape.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh no, I'm gonna pull that up on YouTube Music later. Anyways, we're gonna go 90s boy band flashback. As Boys Have Been, All for One. I had everybody with numbers in it. Oh, this
Blink 182.
Blink 182. No, that's okay. Okay, bring it back around.
Are they not boys and are they not a band?
98 degrees.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly.
I need a palate cleanser and play Wheatus again. So yeah. I wonder if Missy still got Wheatus, humming Wheatus a few days later. We're talking about that last night, that she got Spider Nate Webb entrances back to back on Circle 6 shows this weekend filming. So she's been pretty infected by it. But anyways, that's not the point. So we talked about last night how great I Swear and I Can Love You Like That. I Swear. Okay, that's in my head now.
I swear.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. We're gonna get pulled off YouTube.
Yep. Yes, because that was such a dead accurate rendition of All for One. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
there
you know,
goes the
for better or
copyright
worse,
strike.
there it goes. Hey, I played Nintendo stuff earlier on the Awesome Cast, so if that doesn't get it, I don't know what's up. Boys and Men, so Oos to Champs. Okay, all right, Ponder's throwing that out there. And please,
Okay,
chat
all
room,
right.
keep it going. Keep it going with these.
Oh yes, please give us more and more ideas.
Yes, please interrupt our
Or-
show with these. Oh shit. What other news happened from the weekend? We did talk about a lot of Monday Night Raw stuff from last night. We did have we're seeing some of the fallout from the CM Punk debacle, the Scrumpocalypse, I think we can call it.
The Grape Bomb.
The Grape Bomb. Ugh. I'm coining Scrumpocalypse because that everybody else is the Grape Bomb. We need something that's our own. But anyways,
Just notice how the
AEW
just notice how the tone of the internet has changed over the last week, and like how nobody's had anything bad to say about Triple H running the product. And now,
has anybody had it much to say about Triple H running the product? Because it's been mostly great.
Yeah,
you know.
now, yeah, but like, look, it took all of like a month, and everything is completely changed. Like a month is an eternity in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. Like,
So we have.
Remember 3 years ago when MJF returned?
Yeah, it feels like it. Right? I've been talking about. I think we were looking at a special to do for the week off, and I think I'm literally just going to go over large news items of 2022. Because it was like April, and we're like, this has been just this year. Like, what the hell?
If I was a better songwriter, this year's holiday song would be "We Didn't Start the Fire," but with all the wrestling news.
So let's catch up with, because about this time last week we were.
And it would be called "Vince Can't Scream, You're Fired."
I can't wait for your 12 Days of Christmas this year, and we have a few months. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So about this time last week, we were pontificating on what exactly is going to happen with the CM Punk and Elite, we'll just say Elite, EVP Elites situation, and we got to see a little bit of it Wednesday, where we have stripped all the titles, the 6-man and the world titles, and now, granted, we didn't do something stupid like interim, which means they ain't coming back.
Thank God. Thank
or anything
God.
like that.
That was the right.
Well, that is the right decision here. Like, I think when you have an injury and a prognosis, you'll be back in 3 months. Okay, let's just do an interim, and then we have a built-in story when you come back, right? That makes sense to me. Generally, that makes sense to me. That we've done it 3 times this year, I think, is a little ridiculous. But anyways, that aside, we've stripped it and had a title match where they're probably like the next down, people in the bracket. So that was nice. Death Triangle are new 6-man tag team champions. Great, fantastic.
Pac is the first two multi-champ in AEW.
There you go.
So he's the 2 belts bastard.
He's the 2 belts bastard.
Can we please stop the 2 belt, whoever 2 belts, whoever 3, can we just?
Well,
it's nonsense. I'm sorry.
People get so mad about it. I saw people getting mad about that.
I'm just sorry. It just I'm sorry. This just it demeans it kind of just demeans each other belt.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just,
Okay.
That just kind of sounds childish. I'm just over it.
It's better than people calling him 2-pack.
Disagreed, you jerk. That would be far superior. But what do I know? I didn't book this crap.
Where was I going with that? So we have that again. I think the solution to this problem, at least on show, on storyline, is leading to some great matches right out the gate. Since we did have what we had Brian and God, who did he face last week? Was that
some empty-headed fucking idiot?
Oh yeah, some empty-headed fucking idiot, cowboy shit, whatever. Jeez. Again, a great run back on that match. It was 3 for
Honestly,
them.
I'm surprised that there's not a new Hangman shirt that says empty-headed fucking idiot.
Not yet. Give it some
time. Hey, give it a month. Thunder Rosa had a sandbagging shirt, so it's gonna happen.
Well, yeah. So
First and foremost, they are a t-shirt company.
Yes, they are. So we had that happen. We have a tournament leading into Grand Slam. Great. I think it makes sense for the most part. I do love the Miro promo leading into the, being pissed that he's not in there. And also, I listened to Renee Young's podcast with Miro and talked about he is deeply religious, by the way. He meditates with God for an hour a day and shit.
Is he Orthodox Christian?
I don't know. I don't think he talked about what kind of Christian he was, but he's very I think he's got this Christianity mindfulness thing going on. And that's where he's kind of deep rooted in. Also, and I think so he's kind of done that. He always talking about, anyways, there's a whole thing. Listen to that part of the interview. It's a clip. It's like a 4-man clip. And I just love that he is that, knowing that, and then that his promos are how he has pissed off, God has pissed him off. And he's seeking revenge on God for forsaking him and everything.
I mean, join the club, bro.
Yeah, right. But it's just a fun juxtaposition, and obviously he's pulling that from his real life personal experiences and everything, and it just makes it so much better. But anyways, he's pissed because he's why am I not in the
as fun as it is, though? I kind of want to see him actually get something.
Oh yeah.
When was the last time he even had a match, a singles match? It's on Rampage or Dynamite, I should clarify.
Well, I don't think he's even been on Dark or anything. So no, he'll show up because he had his match with Black, got sprayed, showed up, and they set things up for the 6-man. So that was the story. So there was that's what they did with it. So I am interested to see what they're going to set him up with next. So
I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll be gone soon.
Yes, exactly. What?
I'm just saying, with all the releases lately, heck, granted, I don't watch a lot of AEW, but Thunder Rosa apparently wants out. Malachi Black is out. Half of the EVPs don't have the. It's a nightmare.
Well, is it really? I don't know if it's that bad.
Oh, are you one of the? It's a work brother.
No,
sort.
I'm not. It's a work brother. I think. I don't think it's. I don't think it's like, oh no, AEW is a cesspool. Is what it makes people make it sound like.
I'm not saying that, but for once, their crap's never aired so publicly like it is now.
No. But that is and I think we talked about it a little bit last week. That's a leadership problem.
And then
that is definitely a leadership problem. I will agree with that.
Then again, who's to say half of this isn't just to throw the sheets off?
No, I don't think it is.
Nah, you don't know that, brother.
You don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Any of this is speculation.
I'm pretty sure.
Any of this is speculation. None of us are back there.
I mean, I don't have
we're not texting the people we know that are back there.
But if it was a gimmick and a work and a storyline, who does it help? It doesn't help anyone. It takes away from the big reveal at the end of the pay-per-view.
Okay, well, yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Wait.
No,
wait.
It kind of devalues the whole pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying.
It does. Well, we can all agree this whole the whole Punk EVP situation is real, right? And and these other little specks of things, the Aleister Black potentially leaving and it sounded like it was it was for anxiety, not for anything else. Yeah, this is a separate conversation than the whole EVP blow up thing. Mm-hmm. That is a Punk and potentially them, or Punk thinking they're doing a thing and whatever thing. Either way. And we all, I think, mostly agree, CM Punk went in for business for himself and fucked the company.
My personal favorite headline from the past few days, though, is that the confirmation with Malachi Black's release came because he was cited with his, with Zelina Vega.
His wife.
Who would ever guess that Zelina Vega and Malachi Black are together?
Let's roll back a minute. What fucking sheets are you reading? Okay?
No, I've seen that all over Twitter.
I've
seen it all over Twitter.
Yeah, that's the thing. People make their money off of bullshit.
Yeah.
And they said when Zelina got released, recently released Zelina Vega, seen with AEW's Malachi Black. I'm like, of course, they share a bed.
Man, I can't wait for the rumors about Rhea Ripley coming to AEW because she's spotted with Buddy Murphy.
Although I will say it was interesting that Malachi was given his apparently conditional release, but AEW is trying to trademark House of Black.
Well, they can still do the faction. Okay, Black is in a name, but still.
Can they?
You still have 3 people. The 3 people still showed up on Dark and everything.
Sorg, imagine the Hart Foundation without Hart.
Mike, they continued 8 Simple Rules after John Ritter died on set.
Yeah, but
anything is fair game.
But it wasn't John Ritter's 8 Simple Rules.
Yeah, and it also wasn't Charlie Sheen's. It's not 2.5 Men and one of them Charlie Sheen in the title. So
exactly. You never know. We had a random other series. We had another season of Scrubs with brand new characters for some reason. Why the hell did that happen?
I don't remember that happened.
Yeah,
Saved by the Bell, New Class. I know, right? Where are we going with this?
Wait, Saved by the Bell, that was just a different show.
Yeah, aren't we talking about the same thing?
No.
Same concept. Sure.
No, not really. No.
Sorg, you ruined it. You ruined it, Sorg.
Yeah. No, Sorg. We're talking about losing a vital cast member and still continuing.
Yes, not a brand new show entirely.
That's the word. It's like imagine if Kelsey Grammer had died while they were filming Frasier. Do you think they'd continue the show? Probably not.
There's it. Okay.
I don't know.
You could also go the game show route, though. They've continued Price is Right without Bob Barker, and they've continued Jeopardy without Alex Trebek.
Family Feud has had.
But Bob Barker retired.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Barker retired and passed that on to Drew Carey beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Alex Trebek retired too.
I think the failing health pulled him away. Yeah. Initially, so I think it was he just.
They had already signed Ken Jennings to be an executive.
There were different Darrens. There are different Darrens and Bewitched. The mother from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Dick Surgeon York. Huh. Yeah, we get the joke, Dave.
Anyways, I think no, there's definitely
I just hope Punk's injury didn't come as a result of the post scrum.
It has been mostly confirmed it was from the match, and the move it happened at was cited. So like that's pretty
okay. But we're talking here. Let's for argument's sake.
We're talking here.
No, because during the post scrum interview, in the 25 minutes, he was slamming down seltzers and pounding cupcakes, which looked lovely. He didn't look hurt.
He looked pretty rough from doing the match.
He looked rough, but he looked like he normally does after a long match. He didn't look hurt. He wasn't wincing in pain. He wasn't selling anything.
I don't know. I think
he didn't even mention that he might have hurt himself.
Well, I think he's more preoccupied with his anger and wanting to throw some people under the bus on this one.
But and I'm just saying, if it didn't happen during the match and it happened after the match, that's a potential lawsuit.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of talk about the legal issues.
Bad lawsuit.
Optics-wise, all of them have been taken off of things as far out as Full Gear for posters and materials on the website. So, so the prospect, and we'll find out. If there's legal proceedings, we'll find out first of all, because there's always somebody at the good dirt sheets that are watching, that keep an eye on legal proceedings.
Is there such a thing? As a good dirt sheet?
Yes, our good friends that work for WrestlingInc.com that from this show.
Okay.
That are journalists and have some integrity. Damn it!
What is a journalist?
Well, do I need to get Matt Carlins? I'm sorry, he's working right now because he's doing wrestling work right now.
All right, Mr. Scientist.
No, what? What?
I don't know.
What is happening right now? Anyways, no, I want to see if I can find citing the CM Punk news on the entry. More crazy stuff keeps coming out. Last I heard, it sounds like Punk threw the first punch, which is pretty damning for him. Either way, do we think CM Punk comes back at this point? I say no. I say that has rotted. I say CM Punk. CM Punk.
I think you're more likely to see CM Punk take Pat McAfee's place on commentary on SmackDown.
Yeah, maybe at this point, right? I mean, CM Punk, his body failed. Let's start there. Okay. Twice within it. Yes. Yeah. His body failed twice after the biggest points of what they were getting to. Okay. AEW obviously had to rewrite the entire summer and dealt with that, and I think did very well considering, right? I loved the Jon Moxley run. I loved most of the matches that came out of that situation. And then he did what he did in front of cameras, going off like that, was unprofessional, not good for anybody. And obviously came to what it came to, and it sounds like in my imagination, and we've seen recreations with action figures, and I think with creative characters online. I liken these to the art. You remember like from like Japan or something, like they were always doing these like CG character, really kind of wooden recreations of like fights and things that happen for like legal, or it was for the news programs or something like that. We would do these digital recreations of accidents in the steel mill a decade ago. Okay. Working with some of our colleagues, and I just imagine that's what we're doing just now with again like action figures and creative characters in the games. Oh look, something's going down in the NXT parking lot. The deadly NXT parking lot. What is happening?
Also, Tina is mentioning that Pat Buck, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Ace Steel, Micah Nakazawa, and Christopher Daniels were all suspended.
Has that been officially stated?
Yeah.
Because this has been a public statement. Because everything's been
No, I think it's been, like in a press release maybe, but not on TV.
okay. No, I don't think they would do it.
And also, BTE is suspended until further.
Everything official.
Well, yeah,
everything
because-
official's been buried underneath a week of memes. Who the heck remembers?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Jeez. Yeah, it's jeez. You know, I wonder what's going on with that. I mean, CM Punk is still, last I knew, on the cover of their freaking video game.
I was literally about to transition into that.
On top of, you know, I know Kenny is out doing work. He was at Sega today. Well, actually, that should be nothing to do with their video game, but he's doing something out there, right? So they're still doing some stuff. Whether that's going to be continuing with AEW or not, I guess is a question mark. You know, I guess, you know, to me, I find it, you know, depending on, you know, the outcome of this and supposedly who threw the purse punch or whatever this internal investigation situation is, you know, it in my mind initially it would be, oh, the EVPs are not leaving this company. I thought Cody Rhodes wasn't leaving the company, and obviously that changed. I don't know if that changes with the new, you know, leadership over at WWE 2, that becomes a little more open of an option now. But anything's up in the air. Hey, we got 3 more months of 2022, and it's already been the nuttiest.
Hey, who knows? In late 2023, we might see the Elite Radicals ringside during Raw.
Yeah, you ready for that?
you also have to factor in that, you know, they may factor in that the conduct that caused the punch might be even worse.
Absolutely. Like wait, with the conduct.
Yeah, because if what Punk said in the beginning was true, that stuff about his personal life got leaked to sources, that's obviously back to bad leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't warrant physicality, but like that's back to bad leadership, and that's not something that helps your product.
Still not
especially
something that should have been aired publicly in the press conference after your big pay-per-view win. That's my first sticking point to this, and everything is a result of him deciding and supposedly, you know, knowing he was going to do that right off the bat. You saw him start the conversation, get sidetracked, and still continue this conversation. You know, he took the opportunity and tried to make a point off of Nick Houseman, which didn't work, but he pressed on. He proceeded anyways because he wanted to get
everyone
to that.
Everyone else there was desperate to talk about anything else.
Yes, absolutely.
Desperate to talk about anything else.
Absolutely.
Because, like, honestly, the Hangman promo he referenced, where Hangman supposedly went into business for himself, does anyone remember that promo?
I don't. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't fucking remember it.
Yeah.
No one knows what he was talking about.
No, but that's in his. That's obviously been renting space in his brain for the last 4 months. So
yeah, but stuff's been renting space in Punk's brain for the last 15 years. So.
And I get it. I mean, I understand having stuff sticking in your craw when you're dealing with stuff around wrestling. I absolutely understand that. Not on that scale, obviously, but you know, but you know what? I'm not going to take to Twitter to start throwing people under the bus. I got some people I can fucking bury, and I'm not fucking doing that in public. You know, to that extent.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, what is the point? And what is the point? You think you're fucking invincible because you're sitting there with the belt with the guy that owns the company? Obviously not. You know, you're only, when you're working for a company like that, you're only as valuable as your last gate. You know what I mean? Like, and to press at something like that and do more damage to them than possible. Now, granted, I think AEW bounced back fantastically with the show they did last week. Obviously, ratings were good running out of that. You know, they got buzz. They did enough stuff to make you forget about this, except that we're talking about this.
I will say, like, talking about the actual show last week, I feel like they missed an opportunity.
I think they took a lot of opportunities on that one.
No. I feel like this was an opportunity to get people who are not involved in the world title scene involved in the world title scene.
Okay.
And instead, they like
You got
this.
Darby.
This felt like a tournament WWE would do when we would give them shit for it.
Because it's like the champions thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like and Mox, I get. Hangman, I get. Jericho, I get. You allow former champions in there. I understand that. I feel like the other spots in there are where you should branch out a little bit.
You got former NXT champions. I'm sorry, NXT, TNT. God, I'm looking at NXT. You got the TNT champion, so that's your upstarts, right?
Yeah, but Sammy Guevara is not an upstart.
No,
Darby
but he's
Allin's
not in the title picture either.
Sammy Guevara's not a main eventer.
No.
Darby Allin had a title match against Mox.
Okay.
Like, I just feel like they had the opportunity to put people in there who the fans are behind.
Listen.
I don't. No.
Wait. Roll us back 1 minute.
Hold on. AEW isn't creating young talent? What?
That is a ridiculous statement in general when you main evented with that pure title match. But anyways,
sorry.
I don't.
But in their world title scene, they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
Okay.
The youngest guy in their world title scene was Hangman. You could have used this to put Ricky Starks in there. Powerhouse Hobbs. By the way, no people of color, which is also another big criticism towards AEW. Like,
but
Tony
Khan talked about it. It's over.
Tony Khan talked about it.
Tony Khan talked about it. Racism's over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But like, I don't know. It just, I feel like if they're the creative dynamos that everyone on the internet says they are, you wouldn't like.
Who's saying that?
You'd be surprised, Sorg.
Are you talking about you're talking about the people who said Tony Khan saved wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's which I
exactly.
Think I'm
like
not
if that's the case, I'm sorry.
Statement.
Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston not being in that tournament is fucking idiotic.
Maybe they just weren't booked that week.
You know who should have been in the tournament? Princess Diana.
What the fuck?
Who'd she ever?
All right, on that point, hey guys, you can check out a lot of wrestling that maybe is less controversial. Who knows? Maybe there's some fights backstage. You just don't give a shit because it's the indies. I don't know. But you can go check it out. I don't know what the fuck I'm going with that. But you can go check out more at indiewrestling.us. Just posted. We do have over, if you got the VOD link over there, I don't think it's on the front page yet, but this weekend's Rise Wrestling show is up. We had a little bit of an audio issue, but that's okay. The show is up. We might fix that here a little bit down the road, but I don't want you to wait to see the great matches like Ron Mathis and MV Young from this weekend, like the Runway defending their title, like PB Smooth defending his title, and all the great stuff there. The hardcore match between Laura Lovis and Honey Badger. Also, I tried to book Honey Badger for next couple weeks, and my response that I got was not in English, so I don't know what's going on with that. So
it was a big snarl?
It was like, yeah, but like, like but it's like it was voice text into Facebook, right?
Should we ask Zeke? He can speak Beastman. Maybe he can speak Honey Badger.
That is true. So we'll see how that goes. Also, the This Means War with the War Games is up. We had a processing problem last week too before I left town, but that is up on all platforms as well. So you can see all the latest from VCW to get caught up on that. I know there's people tweeting and reviewing the VCW shows. It's really awesome to see that going on. A lot of great talk,
including the very underrated triple threat with Noir, Malachi Gage,
absolutely,
and one Cowpoke Paul.
Absolutely, some very good stuff. Some talent that you should know about. I think it's the hottest thing coming from the area for something, for this. No, unconfirmed the statement on rabies with the Honey Badger lately. So this past. We'll get to those statements in a moment. But no, go check it out. IndieWrestling.us, and of course the Spotlight Slam show that comes out every Wednesday on the YouTube channel for IndieWrestling.us. A lot of great wrestling there. I know some people like to drink and watch IndieWrestling.us YouTube. They were sending me messages about that a little bit ago. And of course, that Spotlight Slam is there as well as on the Grind City, on Roku, and on the app wrestling.biz. And also, you can see Spotlight Slam over on Fight Plus on Fight TV. I know, I guess a fan came up to our DVD table. Dutters was telling me that has been subscribing to Fight Plus and saw that we were on there. Was excited to see that there was some Pittsburgh wrestling represented, and West Virginia, of course, with VCW. So either way, no matter what, there are more eyeballs on Pittsburgh wrestling than ever before, and we're excited you guys are involved in it and supporting this stuff. So go check out everything at indiewrestling.us. And of course, somebody very involved, our death match referee extraordinaire. I'm sorry I didn't introduce you as that earlier today.
You don't,
George Ross.
It's referee George Ross.
Referee George Ross.
There's no
the one with the gloves, ready to either referee a glass match or fix your car. I don't know, but either way, it's welcome.
Oh, gee, yeah. I don't know how to fix anybody's car, Sorg.
I need help with a headlight after this, by the way.
Well, I was barely able to change mine, so.
There you go. Wicked's got opinions on that, too.
Yes.
So he's like, why am I still here, and why aren't you giving me pizza? But that adds for later.
Yes, indeed.
But no, so, hey, what is up with you lately? Have you been to Detroit lately?
I mean, I might as well move.
And did
there.
anybody get caught on fire?
Nobody. No fire spots.
No fire spots this time.
No
okay.
fire spots.
Because I feel like
Friday.
there's a fire at like 50% of the shows I go to up there.
Yeah, no. I mean, granted, the show was called Blood, Guts, and Gore. From Friday.
Was that Horror Slam?
That was Horror Slam. Yeah.
Oh, we heard you were down the road.
Yeah. We announced first. But like that put me in a bad spot.
I think we stole your cameraman before he got grounded.
Well, it put me in a bad spot because I was at the first Circle 6 show in Detroit, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, a lot of great talent on that show.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when I've been at Horror Slam since 2019, so sometimes you got to be loyal.
Sure.
Exactly.
But Circle 6 has only been around for 6 months.
Yeah, but no. So we had, they brought in some. The special attraction was a lot of overseas deathmatch talent came in.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the smash hit Joel Bateman, and then Samson and York as well. So collectively, those two formed this tag team called Carnage. Carnage.
Is it Carnage with a K?
I don't know.
I feel like it's Carnage with a K.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. But like the one guy, he wrestles and he does death matches in MMA trunks and like foot wraps. I'm like, oh God bless you.
Well, what's the guy? I just saw him at 2 shows, and he's the one that comes out barefoot during the glass match when I was at Horror Slam last.
Brutus Atwell.
Brutus Atwell.
Yes.
That, by the way, you guys, this guy.
Shout out to the Swamp Daddy.
The Swamp Daddy.
Yes.
Is the most amazing and gross. He jumped off the roof. Like pretty much over my head. I think, wasn't it? No, he's not the one. No, it was during his match. Somebody jumped off the rope.
He got put through the door.
Oh,
so
that's right. It was a weird night.
It was the Canadian Hello Hardbody who put him through the door and jumped off the rope.
Oh, I love indie wrestling. Yeah. And they just announced their first match for the 5-year anniversary. Hoodfoot versus MM3.
Yes, and that's going to be for the Horror Slam heavyweight title. It will be a bloody one. Anybody who's been following Deathmatch at all this year knows Hoodfoot's been probably like the rising star of the year for sure. Oh,
Hoodfoot was at the show that we were at on. I think he had a match with Otis.
Yeah,
Koger.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, but no. And then Saturday was the first show, the return of of War for the main venue shows at Empowered Sports Center in Lima. So the War calendar year has officially begun again.
Mm-hmm.
Very emotional night. We had a few title changes. Cody Hawk's last match for a while. So what could be temporary. He's kind of like one of those see you down the road moments, but he's done in ring for a little bit.
What is War so people can search for it later?
It's I believe it stands for Wrestling and Respect, but you can find it at War, Ohio.
Okay, War, Ohio. That's right.
War, Ohio. Yeah.
All right. Now I know, and I know we talk about Horror Slam. I don't think there's a lot. Actually, if there's any video of it, it's over on Hardcamp Frio's YouTube page. I believe.
He wasn't on Horror Slam.
No, he was supposed to be at. No, I'm not getting into that because I don't want to do that publicly. But interesting circumstances. He didn't get to film with us, but he was supposed to be with us at Circle 6. So, but anyways, in Warren, Ohio, is that accessible for people outside of Ohio? I'm not aware.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
It is on Facebook.
It is
so,
on Facebook, yeah.
So if you want to catch up with everything going on there, so you're working with some good stuff there.
Yeah. No.
And War is the War the one that I was. Are they out of Columbus?
No.
No. I'm confusing Ohio promotions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
So-
yeah, but no, I've been doing a bunch, I'll be at XICW in about a week.
Oh, remember those guys? Yeah.
Yeah, and then this Friday I'll be at TKW Open Detroit as well, headlined by the DBA defending his Downriver Community Championship against the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone.
Wait. Okay, Jackson Stone just shows up on shows lately. It's been pretty wild. He was on like a dark match the other day. Can you say that championship? The Downriver
Community Championship.
The Downriver Community Championship.
I mean, okay. So to put it in local terms that us Yinzers can, understand.
Yes, please
okay?
translate Detroitese.
So
to us.
let's say like Downriver is effective. It would be like the equivalent of say like our local Three Rivers Championship, right?
Oh, that's
where
right.
like so
we do have a Three Rivers Championship.
So
I think we have a cup. Isn't there like a?
There was some shit like
There's
that.
like a triangle championship that there too and stuff like that. So the
Golden-
dog hates it. The dog hates it.
So yeah, but no. So anyway, like colloquially, the Downriver area is like the area of suburbs that are like further south of Detroit, like down the Detroit River. Holy crap, who would guess? But it's like a series of about 30 different like third-class cities, boroughs, or, townships, towns, whatever. But yeah,
Detroit's on the river.
Is there like an 8-mile championship?
there's not an 8. I've not seen one.
Is there a crossing the border championship?
I don't know about all that either. Although, depending on, apparently some people are concerned that the Canadians may annex Monroe County.
Well, really? Like, this is an issue up there?
I mean, well,
wait. Tell me more about Detroit, Canada politics.
well, no, it's insane. So at Insane Wrestling Revolution,
Okay.
we have a tag team called the A Team,
Okay.
managed by John.
Now Mike is interested.
Managed by John A.
Wonderful.
Managed by John A. Bravo.
Uh-huh.
And they are, they've taken to calling it Monroe, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and they've taken their activities are, can end in, some shenanigans. We had a $10,000 Canadian battle royal.
That must have been loony.
The looniest part possibly being when I was posted on a chair holding up a vanity check with the face of Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister.
Perfect.
Is there a picture of the
Perfect.
song?
I've looked. I
Oh
wish there
my
was.
God.
Sometimes you never know what in the hell you're going to be asked to do, Sorg. And
Now I have a
no.
question. If they get really hardcore, do they have like an Ontario maple brittle match?
they did use a Canadian chair.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably wondering, how do you know the chair was Canadian, right? It was painted red with a maple leaf on it.
Of course.
Not only that, if you are wondering about hardcore, we're actually going to have a Canadian street fight is advertised for IWR. It's the first advertised match for IWR's return for Halloween Havoc on October 27th from the House of Insanity in Monroe, Michigan.
I'm just parsing that whole
That's
sentence.
also going to be Trey Miguel versus Jason Hotch for the United States, for the IWR United States Championship.
Nice. I know Trey was in town this weekend for Enjoy. That was good to see. I haven't seen him for a bit.
Wait,
But
who?
Trey. Oh, no, Miguel. I'm sorry. I'm singing Lamar.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Wrong Trey. I've got my Treys mixed up. But no, that's great. I think I saw that on online too. So
Now, I have a question. If Canada really has annexed that part of Detroit, Did they get free healthcare in there?
Well, technically, Monroe County's like not really Detroit. Detroit's located in Wayne County. Monroe County is the southeast.
Out by the airport.
Yes,
Yeah,
Monroe County is the southeasternmost county in Detroit. It's the first one when you cross the line going through Toledo.
This is really bad. This is my Detroit.
Technically, I'm not sure if Monroe is considered part of the downriver area or not.
I need to refill my water bottle, and I have a Brita filter in it, but I was still asked, I'm like, is the water okay here? When I was in Detroit, because I hear things. But that's more Flint, but I don't know. Michigan, Anyways, you guys show this weekend. You're going to be part of RWA's show this weekend, correct?
Yes, I will be, yes.
And I do believe both of the Rock and Roll Express are going to be there this time.
Yes. So, per stipulation, last show, Dennis Gregory took on Robert Gibson in a match.
Mm-hmm.
If Robert Gibson won, then the Rock and Roll Express would receive their tag team title shot, and coincidentally, the Sons of Liberty would be banned from having a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why... Now, and also you have to factor in this was caused by a disqualification caused by the interference of one Shirley Doe and Troy Lords. There's all kinds of shenanigans involved here, but as a result, because both teams obviously have some nefarious motives, management decided to go a little bit outside the box. And that is why we're going to be seeing the Rock and Roll Express taking on Arthur MacArthur and Chuck Stone. Bulking season from AIW to find out who's finally going to claim the vacated RWA tag team titles caused by the injury situation with Justin Idol a few months back.
Mm-hmm. That was a lot. That was a lot of storyline recap you did there. That's the tag. That's just the tag division.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could talk about the 6-month-long title chase finally ended for the Rev Ron Hunt last show.
By the way, the Rev will be joining us next week here on the show to talk about that and some other stuff going on. So looking forward to that too.
Yes, and he'll he will be in action, probably making his first defense of his newly won RWA title against a yet to be named opponent. Mm-hmm. Knowing Dr. Feelbad, you never know who in the hell is going to walk through the door in West Newton. So, not only that, I believe that we're going to have the Great Alexander taking on Jason Gorey as well. I believe is also announced.
Nice.
So yeah, that'll be that's our our little primer there for RWA, and there'll probably be about some more unannounced action, I'm sure.
Something wild is going to happen. That's kind of inevitable.
Yes.
These shows. Looking forward to it. It looks like it was pretty nutty last show. Doing the edit for that one, and just the craziness when the Rev won last month.
Not only that, don't forget about the freaking match of the year candidate that happened on the show too. The 2 out of 3 falls with Daniel Eads and Brian Johnson.
Absolutely. I can't remember if it's up yet, but
yes, it is up.
It's
up. Trust me, I watched it. I've watched that match about 3 times back. I love it.
Yeah, but we have a clip I know that's supposed to be coming up. If not yet, in the next. I know it was on Twitter last night. So no, definitely go. We got a clip of it up there, and I'm sure it'll be featured on probably Spotlight Slam in the next. Wait, did I already put that on there?
No.
Wait, it's this week. Actually, it might be on this week's episode.
Okay.
So you might be able to go to see it for free on YouTube this week, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that. I set these up a week in advance, so I forget what the matches are that we have lined up. But we do have a lot going on with that. So go check that all out. Again, IndieWrestling.us, and please join us, RWALive.com for tickets and information, so you can find out what's
also
going on
available at the door.
Yes, also available at the door.
West
But the
Newton,
information,
yeah.
so you can figure out where the hell you're going if you've never been to RWA before. It's kind of out there in the
West
in
Newton
the...
Gym's located 311 South 5th Street, West Newton, Pennsylvania.
Look at that! Look at that!
So yeah, there you go.
Wow, that was a pretty. You memorized the address. I've been going there for over a decade and I don't know the address.
Sorg, I search title. I'm used to memorizing names and addresses. It's just kind of my gimmick.
Okay, because just goes with it, doesn't it? So no, go check that out. Looking forward to that show, and I think I hate saying things out loud because I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it and something else is going to come up. But I think I'm going to be at this one, guys. So looking forward to see the RWA vibe in person.
Well, don't forget we got plenty more coming up too.
That's right.
Weekend
That's
after
right.
that, MV Young will be having another. There'll be some other extravaganzas probably over New Kensington.
Okay.
and,
They're still coming. I'm not even in the loop on them.
And
so
in addition to some from the side.
yeah, Prospect Pro Wrestling.
Pro
I believe that is an
returns,
all
yes.
stipulation show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they return next week in Worthington.
Hey, just a heads up there. Yeah, the Spotlight Slam that's coming out this Wednesday will feature the 2 out of 3 falls match between Brian Johnson and Daniel Eads, as well as a culmination and Saturday Night Special, and at least a good portion of the Rise Rumble will be featured on that episode. So go check all of that out this Wednesday on again the IndieWrestling.us YouTube page, Facebook, Grind City, and then a bunch else. So I'm getting a review of Clerks 3, by the way, from somebody who just watched it, Mike.
You do remind me. You do remind me of Dante.
Well, me or him?
You.
Me.
Yeah. Why the hell am I here today? It's you.
That famous quote from Clerks. Why the hell am I here
today?
Wasn't even supposed to be here today. You're like, oh, that's you, Sorg.
I don't. What?
You're Dante.
Why am I Dante?
You kind of look like.
Am I Randall?
You kind of look like
Am I
Dante too.
Am I Randall then?
I don't know.
I mean, no, I don't know.
I don't look like Randall. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Did you work at a video
He's
store?
very, like,
Because I have a goatee? Is
no.
that what we're
I went to
going
a
here?
toy store.
He did work at a toy store. I don't know if he was late every day or not.
All right.
Yes. So
No, I was punctually early.
there you go. There you go. He loved a toy store. I'm sure it was great if it wasn't for the customers.
Damn customer.
Absolutely. That job would have been phenomenal if it wasn't for the fucking customers.
I literally said that about a gig not too long ago. Like,
Would have been great if and for the wrestlers.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the fighters. So, anyways, where are we at with stuff? Oh, hey,
Pizza.
Go check out our friends. You know who loves the pizza from Slice on Broadway? That sleepy dog over there underneath the title. There he is. He's pizzaed out a little bit. I gave him a big piece of it, and he just kept walking around with it all the time.
Like Pizza Mouse?
Kind of, yeah. And I'm like, you're not gonna bury that somewhere, are you? No, it helps supplement when I forget to get dog food on Tuesdays. But anyways, he loves the pepperoni. He goes nuts. He won't leave me alone. No, he popped his head up. He knows we're talking about him. But our good friends at Slice on Broadway, New York City style, yins are made, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and North Hills. We're going to find out here next month how well it's going to fly on a plane to Seattle. That is confirmed. So I'll have a slice for Tina, and I'll have a slice for Minoru Shizuki. We'll see where that goes.
Interesting.
So I don't even know if he
I would
pizza.
love to see you give a slice of pizza to Minoru Suzuki.
I just want to see Suzuki hanging out at catering would be a scene right there, right? He says right.
In my head, he hit you with a forearm and then a Gotch pile driver.
Somebody's told me stories about Suzuki at Continental Breakfast. It's just all of these visuals in my head. But no, check out our good friend SliceOnBroadway.com supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with a perfect pepperoni pizza for a while. Go check them. Support them because they do support this show and feed our guests. We'll be back after a minute or so after these messages.
Savon's Legendary Podcast.
Shout out to Grind TV Network on Roku.
Grind City. And you know this, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right place, right time, out of nowhere.
So what you saying?
Former tag team partner coming to save.
Tony Johnson, we saw him battle Edric earlier, but this is a 2-on-1 mugging.
We are back. Wrestling. Damn it, he said that right before I came back. We are back, Wrestling Mayhem show. No, I before we came back, the dog hopped up, and what did you say? Don't be mad.
I'm not gonna say anything because if the wrong people are listening, I don't want to not get.
All
right.
I'm not gonna. Don't want to miss your. Don't want to miss your chances at the Fed.
It popped us, but we'll leave it at that.
God, you're thinking of, because we know you talked about here. Some of the best things is like was somebody was like you're just seeing Sasha and Naomi living their best life right now. I mean,
Sasha and Naomi were at New York Fashion Week.
Yeah,
and Bailey was there supporting them.
Is that the same way? Is that the same one Wardlow was at doing some fashion stuff?
I believe so.
Yeah. That's like everybody was here doing.
AEW's Wardlow spied with Mercedes Vernado and Trinity Fatu.
There you go. Naomi and Sasha to AEW.
Jump to
confirmed.
WWE
Confirmed. Fantastic. So I don't know. Do you think they come back? I guess they'll come back when they feel like it at this point. They're coming back. There's a plan somewhere. There's a hey, see you at Survivor Series, or hey, see you at Full Gear, whatever that case may be.
Or
right?
hey, see you at Extreme Rules.
Or hey, see you on the next season of Mandalorian.
Why not? Why not?
Well,
Naomi
that's the
would
thing.
make an awesome. Naomi would make an awesome glow-in-the-dark Mandalorian.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, really, Sasha doesn't need wrestling at this point, probably, right?
No, and I think her business ventures since taking a break have proven that.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the smartest thing.
She doesn't need this.
And I do love when we do see that. I mean, this is. I mean, we. So Naomi and Sasha did New York Fashion Week confirmed. You know, I do love seeing, you know, John Cena, Rock, you know, all these guys that you know, take this. I guess football is a pretty good set for this too, because you always see football people like, you know, buying. I don't know how many Steelers own restaurants in this town, or tried to own restaurants in this town, I should say. I don't think the Heinz Ward one lasted too long.
Heinz Ward had a restaurant?
Yeah, I met Heinz Ward at his restaurant on the south side.
Yeah, the bar, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to go drink there sometimes.
I don't know, it was long with
You could get in underage there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and maybe that's why it's not.
It was like
around
widely
anymore.
known. Yeah, between
Sorry.
there was like there, and then there was. It was called Tad's, not owned by Tad Jarvis.
I don't know. His TikTok's not doing that well.
Margaritaville was another really one that everybody used to be able to get into too.
Okay.
Yeah. Rizzo's, and that was before everybody started to get shot and stabbed there.
Yeah, I don't even. It's so bad. I hear so much about the South Side. I don't even go in the daytime at this point. So not even to the Cheesecake Factory. The only thing I'd go.
But Sorg, back to Sasha.
Sasha Banks, yes.
You want to know the crazy thing?
Hmm.
Do you realize Sasha is younger than Bailey, Becky, Charlotte, Natty, Carmella, Asuka?
Didn't they sign her when she was like 19?
Yeah, she's like only 30.
Mm-hmm.
So even if she were to take 2 years off
Mm-hmm.
and come back, she's still in her prime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, easily.
Isn't that the beautiful thing about, you know, like, isn't that the greatest thing about women's wrestling right now, right? Like, you no longer have this, like, 30-year-old shelf life we did 10, 20 years ago, right? For everybody except for Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, shit.
What shit?
We got new gold coming to the Bloodline.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, little baby Oos.
Little baby Oos. New Oos. What's his name again?
Solo
Sikoa.
He just won the North American Championship from
Mella.
from What's his name?
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes.
Holy crap!
I need to watch that match.
Yeah, it looked pretty crazy. And I said they gave it an overrun, so we're about 6 after right now here on the East Coast.
Well, it's the 1 year anniversary. By the way, happy 1 year anniversary to Index.
Yes.
They got married a year ago.
That's right. That's right. Even
I look forward to seeing you two on the Halloween episode of Raw against Miz and Maurice.
Yes. Is that what we're building to? That's completely what we're building to, isn't it?
I hope
that's
the
it.
hell it is.
That's it. Oh man.
I hope that's what we're building to, because my God, it's gonna be great. it's gonna be real good.
Oh jeez. Yeah, we are back around to the future is bright in NXT and WWE, aren't we? So
hell yeah, absolutely.
At this point. But what the hell are we getting into? Is Carmelo getting called up? Like Solo's already up there. I think they're just gonna have everybody move back and forth at this point.
They could use this and be like, hey, Sammy, Little Loose brought some gold.
Why
aren't you bringing any gold?
That might be the
thing.
Then
we get Sammy versus Gunther.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And somehow he wins.
Honestly, sure.
Hey,
let's have Sammy versus Gunther.
Could we get, since we're at this point, listen, we're heading into Survivor Series. We got the Bloodline. We got the Bruising, what are they called? The Brawling Brutes?
Brawling Brutes.
We got Imperium. We have, that's probably it, right? Is there any other factions? We have Damage Control. we have Toxic Attraction. We have Alpha Academy. They could get a third member somewhere along the line here. They can recruit. Who would be the third member of Alpha Academy at this point? Who could they get? Drew Gulak.
Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. Drew Gulak.
Shelton Benjamin and the Creed brothers. That's your Alpha Academy.
Yes, yes. Expand it. The Diamond Mine's falling apart. Diamond Mine has collapsed, if you will. Let's enroll them in the academy. What if the academy? What if the academy merges with Chase U?
I'm okay with that too.
Yes, all good options.
I'm okay with that too.
You got Hit Row, and they got an alliance with
Sorg, you have Hit Row.
Yeah, that's great with that shirt too.
I mean, hell, you could have Carmelo and Trick come up, and with the help of Hit Row, he gets his belt back.
Maybe. Yeah, you got some options there. There could be some fun stuff going on there. So.
Whoa, wait. Tina's saying back to black and gold? What is happening on NXT? Oh, there's a black and gold NXT logo.
Where?
On Twitter.
On Twitter? Oh, what?
Oh,
it was the end shot, Sorg. It was the end shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is the tie-dye experiment over? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
It might be.
It's too bright in there. That's really everything just goes from it's too bright in there. I like dark wrestling shows, I guess. So,
well, I mean, Circle 6 is pretty dark.
Yeah, but we had problems with cameras. So we had a lighting problem we couldn't figure out, but then we had one of our people looking at it, and they're like, it fits. I was like, okay. We got a vibe going on. So oh geez, there it is. Oh no.
Yeah.
There it is. It's the colored logo loading into the black and gold. What?
I
Daddy's home.
Damn it. You're right.
Okay. God. All right. Daddy's home and we fixed NXT. The 2.0 experiment is over. We're going back to it. I'm going to have to start watching more NXT.
And you know what? All right.
I know it hasn't been terrible. I know it's been really good, but it was
I was gonna say,
bad for a while.
Since it looks like the 2.0 experiment is over, what are our thoughts on it?
On the 2.0 or the next chapter?
The 2.0.
I got to say I haven't seen much of it. You know, okay.
right.
So what is the point of NXT? Is to create new stars, right? So what have we gotten out of NXT? You know, Ciampa came up, but he was a product of the one before. We got Hit Row came through. I believe we're Delgado Fantasmo.
Legado del Fantasma.
The Phantasmo, they're coming up. I mean, they were built through this era, right? You know,
We got Tony D, the Don of NXT.
I don't get me started on that one.
Tony D, the Don of NXT.
Yes, we still have bad stereotypes in wrestling. We understand that. So I know it's wrestling. That's the point. But
Sorg. Roman Reigns the bad stereotype.
Is he?
Isn't he?
I don't think so.
Like, we're still doing the don't headbutt a Samoan thing.
Oh, are we? I didn't know.
Yeah, it was at Clash at the Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Drew headbutted Roman, and they both got rocked. I'm like, okay, well,
all right,
we're still doing
all
that
right.
in 2022.
Well, okay,
No, but, like,
okay.
You know, bad stereotypes are a part of pop culture, not just wrestling.
Yes. Okay.
It's unfortunate. It's
Okay.
unfortunate, but it does still happen.
I got you. Okay.
But like, there have been a lot of stars made
Mm-hmm.
in the past
Mm-hmm.
year. Like Braun Breaker, Mandy Rose had a career resurgence
Mm-hmm.
and has been killing it, and even helped bring out Toxic Attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Hayes, who looks like might be moving on up, maybe. Tony D, you know, for all people want to say about him, he has been moving steadily up the ranks and has been having good matches with the right people.
Mm-hmm.
The Creed brothers
Mm-hmm.
have been brought up by Roddy Strong, like Cora Jade, who a year ago no one knew who she was. Roxanne Perez.
Also, both her and Roxanne, super young, like
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
young. So there's a
They're
lot
babies.
of they're
They're
babies.
babies. They have so much more room to grow.
Same with what's her name again? What's the one from Rise? What's her name on there?
Thea Hale.
Thea Hale.
Thea Hale.
Yes.
Thea Hale.
She has
again,
an unbelievable amount of energy.
yes.
I saw one promo on her page on.
She had like 3 months of time on the Indies after she was done with training before she got called up.
a Rise match.
A Rise match, which
I
was
repped
her
it.
home promotion.
And I refed it.
Was I there for it? I think I might have
Maybe.
witnessed it.
October 9th.
Yeah, that was that the one Lee was on? The last one Lee was on? That's when I was there. No, that was a different one.
that was
Okay.
the one after it.
Oh, okay. Because that's the last time I was at Rise. God, it's almost a year since I've been to Rise. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, they have a lot of people with upside there, and they
And so was Sikoa. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
like he wasn't someone that really existed on NXT a year ago. Like,
Mhm.
there are a lot of people they brought up, and
Mhm.
actually, Sorg. So they debuted this new gimmick tonight. The past couple weeks and months, they've had this one security guard backstage kind of get harassed
Mhm.
a lot by several of the wrestlers, and he debuted tonight as NXT security guard Hank Williams.
Hank Williams,
honestly,
like the country star.
Maybe I might have the last name wrong. I have to check, but it honestly looks fantastic.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like he's coming out in his security outfit for a match.
I mean, So who's behind it? It's still Shawn Michaels, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
Yeah.
have Regal anymore.
No.
For a bit, Bruce Pritchard was involved. But like who else would? And this is the thing. You can say what you want about Bruce Pritchard and things being ho hum or anything. Like I am curious to see. Bruce has been involved with. I feel like he was involved with some okay years of Impact Wrestling, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you remember that timeline better. I know he's been involved with things like like MLW and things outside of, and I feel that Bruce, and I have no evidence of this. I feel like Bruce was a very Vince yes man kind of guy, right?
Hank Walker, excuse me.
I'm sorry, Walker. So I'm curious to see, like, everybody's saying, oh, he's thinking to demote himself. Like, well, what does he do without Vince? He was very good working with Vince, and there's some great stuff that did come out of it. But NXT. I don't think NXT was what Vince wanted, right?
NXT
2.0 was what Vince wanted, and was putting the guide rails on it for that, right? And still accomplished something pretty good.
And this also happened to be when Triple H was away with.
Absolutely. All that factored, right? So that was like hey, we're not going to keep going with what we were doing because the head of that table is not here right now due to circumstances. So we're going to do this thing and try to refresh it, and had a lot of fresh. I think as far as a show on USA, I don't think it was great. It would have been a great show if it was on the network or Peacock, right? But I'm not even factoring in the whole Wednesday Night Wars thing. I think that was a just stupid made up thing in general.
It never existed.
It really never did. Really never did. So I think everything. I don't think there was a target. I think it was circumstantial that they happened to be there.
Yeah, because like Wednesday was already a proven night for wrestling, because guess what was already on Wednesday night? NXT.
Yeah,
it was on the network, but it was already on Wednesday night.
And they brought it over. And is that
we ran it off Tuesdays?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
Yep.
You closed down Full Sail. We ran it off Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. That's why I didn't go to an NXT show when I was down there last month. So actually, it was the week they weren't having shows, to be honest. Like both them and AEW were the week before. So, and I just saw their list. They're all around the area I was right now for the rest of the month. But anyways, so I don't know. I'm again. And I would say that Triple H has probably been occupied about getting his feet under him for 5 hours of wrestling on the two big shows. So I'm sure the focus is finally getting to the NXT and making sure things are there. So and also it is going to be an interesting experience because he's of course the head of everything, but it's not like he's got his hands on all of it like maybe he did with NXT. Maybe more directing when that was mostly what he was involved in, right?
There's too much of it, Sword.
Yes, it's too much. Nobody can. So I'm curious to see how all of that goes. Does it become stale after a while? Do they? I feel like on all the shows, all three of the shows, I feel like there has been, and I think we say Shawn Michaels is pretty much heading NXT, and again without, I don't know what I hit there, without the. Again, the guide rails, the Vince credos and whatever to make sure we have what he wants. I wasn't getting at that. But it does feel like this intangible. There has been more effort to make the shows interesting, and I don't think that's probably not a fair comment to make on those shows because it's not like there wasn't effort. It just sometimes you watch a product when you're watching Raw and you're asking yourself, is this a show to get me interested, or this is a show to fill 3 hours of ad time? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's been part of the.
I think with NXT you just had a lot of new people coming in at the same time, and it like you have to kind of liken it to a sports team. Like
they also fired a lot of people out of there, so we had to use all the new people. Yeah.
But yeah, like sports teams will go through what's called rebuilding years,
right?
Where the team is gonna suck for a season.
How many times do we?
If certain people,
go ahead.
Like if certain people jump up and surprise you, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all the better for the brand. But like, there's gonna be some rough moments. There's gonna be some hard times, but at the end of the day, I think it turned out pretty well.
And how many times has this already happened with NXT? I think this is the biggest downplay of the NXT since this started. But how many times did we get a rash of call-ups, the champion went, and we're like, what's next? Who's going to step up? And guess what? Somebody steps up. The system works.
But I think the difference is when that used to happen in NXT, the people that we would bring in were already known commodities.
True. And this was
like
a
when
lot of
Finn
pieces.
Balor gets called up, you have Samoa Joe waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
When Samoa Joe gets called up, hello, here's Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah, or here's Adam Cole, or here's Roderick Strong, and
Cole.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, they're people who were known from the indies. The only difference is this was all performance center kids because, like, if you listen to that Triple H interview that we talked about a few weeks ago, the entire year and a half that they were doing Thunderdome shows and they were doing shows inside the performance center, there was not a lot of training happening. Like, because it couldn't, because that turned from a training facility into a functional TV studio for a weekly program that had to be on the air.
Right.
So, like, you know,
the focus shifted, so the building stopped.
Yeah, if your local Planet Fitness turned into a TV studio where they shot a late night show, you wouldn't get much working out in. Like, that's just how it works. And now, you know, the NXT is going out and doing house shows again, and they kind of have a better system in place. There's a performance center again. Right.
Well, there's not. Well, one, they're not. Well, remember initially they were doing all 3 shows out of there, too.
For a little bit, yeah. Until they rented out space at
right, and are still even at this point, like, and I think that, you know, obviously they're retrofitting, you know, the other parts of the building, but they took, you know, that you always see the shot of the 3 rings in the performance center in the background, like that's the room they're in for NXT right now, right? And for whatever, I mean, it's probably still hard to get into, you know, Full Sail, or they just haven't reestablished that, and who knows what limitations Full Sail might have had over, maybe not now, but like early on while they were building the NXT thing, and it just turns into, well, we have this ready now, and, you know, and they may still have something with Full Sail where they're bringing students in, they're just not using the facility because they went ahead and built this because they had to, and that pulled them away from that agreement, at least physically. So anyways, well, on that note, yeah, it says that's the Seahawks currently. You think they'll do an NXT territory type tours again? I think they got to build up to it. They got to build the brand back up.
They already are.
They're doing Florida shows.
That's how they started back up again.
Like, they're doing the Armory shows, so that's going. So I mean, they need to rebuild the brand to get excited to fill 15,000 seat arenas again. That's a fact. No, you know, I don't think they can do it right now.
Let's not forget, it's not like they ran 15,000 series every time. So
no, I'm not about takeovers.
They can fill. You know, like they'll get to a point where they can fill venues like Stage AE everywhere again.
Sure. But where are we going?
Where Raw was last night. That's where Takeover Portland was.
Right.
So,
and what I'm saying is, I think it's a while before we announce the takeover that is in the same arena as Survivor Series the night before.
Well, yeah,
because I don't think it's that long.
I do.
I think by Royal Rumble.
By Rumble? Okay, I could buy by Rumble. It's not happening Survivor Series Rumble weekend. Like it depends on what they're going to do, because obviously.
Well, I mean, I think it's also not having Survivor Series weekend because venues are already booked.
It could be.
I think you could run a show in Boston and get a good card. Like, I think you could.
I guess the question is, does WWE feel confident in that? Because they want to go in that venue and sell half of it right off the bat. Like, they won't. But small theater shows like Portland, Seattle, Vancouver, for example. Tina's just saying, when is NXT coming my way again? Yes, because you need more wrestlers there to make fun of the fact you don't have a baseball
team.
team.
Tony D, the Don of NXT, in person.
I'm sorry, basketball team. Anyways, George.
Yes.
What did you learn from wrestling this week?
Wrestling this week. Yeah, sometimes shows are special and you get things you probably didn't expect to, and you should appreciate those moments. So yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I learned that Spider Nate Webb, is a storyteller. He was telling stories all night on backstage, and I don't remember any of them, but it was kind of fun to watch. But anyways, Mad Mike, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
So I listened to the Boy Meets World Watch Along podcast. And
Jeez, oh man.
Okay.
I have a long commute.
I get it.
I have a long commute. I have to listen to something that's not wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to that, and I learned that both Vader and Mick Foley, who were guest stars on that show fairly frequently, were absolutely lovely individuals. And apparently Mick Foley still puts Will Friedle in a headlock every time he sees him. So yeah, that's what I learned from wrestling this week.
Mick Foley's awesome.
From an unlikely source.
Friend of the show, Norm Connors, was talking about Mick Foley recently on Twitter. Because I know he booked him several times when he was running IWC in the 2000s. So everybody, I don't think anybody has a bad Mick Foley story. I think it's impossible. If you have a bad Mick Foley story, you're probably the asshole. Is where that lands. So unless you're Frank the Clown. Well, actually, case in point. Yes. Referee George Ross, you're not on the Twitter, but you're online somewhere.
Yeah, Facebook. Just search Ref George Ross, and it'll find me under my shoot name.
Book Ref George Ross.
I mean, yeah, we'll be fine. October's loaded. November will be more of like a bigger project month more than anything. But
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, some big
Good
shit
to see.
Yeah, big stuff in the offing in November, and we'll find out.
Tina's saying goes on saying we've missed major wrestling arena promotions, and that showed this weekend with WWE when they did their Pacific Northwest loop. Yeah, I know they did Portland, I think Friday night. Last night, and they were in Seattle Friday night, I believe. Right? Yes, sure. No, I can say also I miss Pat McAfee already. Not a dig on Corey Graves. It's just Pat McAfee is a big different energy on SmackDown. So, but still, I really
it's
like.
only going to be through the college football season, right?
Is it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm on Twitter. There you
go.
Yeah. So that's fine. When's college? Was that through
January?
Through the the end of the year? Okay. But yeah, I figured.
So Pat will be back by the Rumble, if not in the Rumble.
He'll be at that should be how they should have him be in the Rumble as a surprise. Bang, he's back.
He comes back, he gets interrupted,
and he eliminates Baron Corbin,
and then he goes and sits down at commentary for the rest of the show.
Yes,
right. I mean that's it. That's it.
That would be amazing.
That's it. I mean, maybe he'll drop in and do Survivor Series. Never know. It'd be cool. I think it'd be great if they were able to.
Done, please.
No. So, I mean, I'm curious about the Sirius situation with the show, but I don't think he's exclusive on Sirius. But I think he streams it or something too.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's money. That's all.
I don't know. It's Sirius. It's like who has it?
It's
anymore?
Sirius money.
Okay,
right.
I know one person that has Sirius Radio.
It's just another It's just another venue for podcasts.
Yeah, it's basically a podcast, right? Like
it's a podcast network. That
doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I watch with the money they pay him. Doesn't matter what the hell it is.
I watch the interviews on YouTube, so whatever. So Pat does what he wants. That's what we all try to do. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We will be back next Monday for the show. We are going to take a slight hiatus at the end of the month, so I want you to emotionally prepare for that. But we have some ideas about some stuff we're going to do for fill-in episodes, at least on Tuesday night, so you're not without our lovely voices and faces. We're working on something. Actually, we're working on a fan show, maybe. I might have an email. I'm confirming one guest tomorrow for pre-record, and maybe you Patreons will get a message as well if you're free tomorrow night. So it's in the works. There's a lot going on. Shout out. Hey, thank you. I don't say it enough, but thank you, Dave Podner, for the work he's been doing. We've been seeing the videos on all the social media lately, clips of this show, which has been hugely instrumental. It's been getting like some fantastic numbers on our social media. They've been blowing up more than they, I think, ever have been. And again, getting interactions with wrestlers and personalities and companies. Oakland Bakery tweeted us after Noir last week. Effie has been mentioned us on his podcast. So then that was all thanks to Dave Potter about helping get the parts of the show out in front of people, and that's been a big help. So I want to give him a shout out exclusively on the show. I need to more often.
You do know that Effie was definitely eating some of that fine Chantel's cheese when he was sending that tweet, right?
I'm sure he was.
Totally
I'm
was.
sure he was. I'm sure he was. So
Totally was.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.